And so you stand at the threshold of your destiny, and I tell you with unyielding conviction, the power of definite purpose is the cornerstone of success. Not once, not twice, but every single day you must live with a clear and unshakable vision. Do you want to succeed? Then you must know exactly what you want. You must plant it firmly in the soil of your subconscious, because without a definite purpose, your energies are scattered to the winds, and the winds carry doubt and uncertainty. But with purpose, those winds become the very breath that fuels your fire. Consider the great Thomas Edison, who saw the light bulb not as a possibility, but as an inevitability. He knew his purpose, and it was this clarity that led him through 1,000 trials, 1,000 errors, until success was his. You see, my friends, when you have a definite purpose, doubt is drowned out by focus, by clarity, by an unyielding belief that bends the universe to your will. You don't ask if it's possible, you declare it so with every fiber of your being. You look to Henry Ford, and you see a man whose vision was as clear as the morning sun. He envisioned a world where the automobile was not a luxury, but a necessity. He knew what he wanted when others doubted, when others couldn't see past the horse and carriage. His definite purpose drove him to revolutionize transportation because he had that clear and unwavering vision. And you must find your Ford-like vision, you must find your purpose, and let it be your guiding star. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate, he forged an empire not through chance, but through purpose. He knew that to control steel was to control the industrial future of America, and he pursued this with relentless focus. When you possess a definite purpose, nothing can deter you, nothing can sway you, because your path is already laid out before you like iron rails stretching into the horizon. You must see your goal as Carnegie saw his empire, and nothing will stop you. Ask yourself, what is your definite purpose? Have you named it, claimed it, and breathed life into it? You must, because only then can you eliminate doubt. It is not a question of if you will succeed, but when, because your purpose is your promise. Look to Abraham Lincoln, who saw the preservation of the Union, the abolition of slavery as his divine mission. He faced obstacles that would have broken lesser men, yet his clarity of purpose carried him through the darkest days of the Civil War. You must find such clarity, for it is your most powerful weapon. And what of Charles Schwab, who grew Bethlehem steel into a giant, who understood that with definite purpose, the impossible becomes achievable? He didn't waver, he didn't question. He believed with every ounce of his being, and so must you. You must act as if your success is already decided, because with a clear purpose, it is. Your actions, your thoughts, your very spirit must align with this purpose so that the universe has no choice but to conspire in your favor. You must ask yourself, do you have this purpose? Are you willing to eliminate all doubt? When you align yourself with a definite purpose, you become unstoppable. You don't hope for success, you expect it. You don't wonder if you'll achieve your dreams, you know you will, because your purpose guides every step you take. This is the truth, the indisputable truth. You must embrace it, live it, breathe it, because when you do, success is not a matter of if, but when. Stand firm in your purpose, and the world will move to make way for you. And so it is. You must decide. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now, because the power of decision is the power of destiny. You see, dear listener, without decision there is no action, and without action there is no success. Consider the great Thomas Edison, who decided that he would not stop until he had illuminated the world. His decision was firm. Not once did he waver. Not once did he doubt, because he knew that hesitation is the silent thief of opportunity. When you decide, truly decide, you set in motion the forces of the universe to aid you. You don't let the whispers of doubt creep in. You refuse to entertain the notion of failure, because to entertain doubt is to invite defeat. Remember Henry Ford, who decided the world would drive his car, and in that decision he eliminated every obstacle. You must understand that a firm decision acts as a shield against doubt. When you are decisive, the path becomes clear, not by chance, but by the sheer force of will. So I ask you, what are you waiting for? Make your decision now and let nothing stand in your way, for it is in the act of deciding that you become unstoppable. There is a magic in decision, a transformative power that turns dreams into reality. Andrew Carnegie decided to become the Steel King, and in that decision he built an empire. Decision is the catalyst, the spark that ignites the fire of achievement. Charles Schwab did not hesitate. He acted with decisiveness and became a titan of industry. You must embrace the same approach because hesitation is the enemy of progress. With every firm decision you eliminate doubt, and with every eliminated doubt you gain strength. This is the path you must walk. Lincoln, yes, Lincoln, faced with adversity, faced with the weight of a nation upon his shoulders, made a decision to preserve the Union, not in fear, not in uncertainty, but in unwavering conviction. That decision changed the course of history, and so can yours. When you decide, truly decide, you align your entire being with your purpose, and when you are aligned, nothing can stand in your path. This is the secret, the undeniable truth. You must decide, because in decision lies the foundation of success. Know this, that every great achievement began with a decision, a moment of clarity amidst chaos. You have the power to decide your fate, to shape your reality. What will you choose? Will you let indecision paralyze you, or will you rise above and claim your destiny? The choice is yours, but you must act. You must act now. The future belongs to those who dare to decide, who dare to eliminate all doubt. So rise up, make your decision, and let the world witness your unstoppable ascent. Because when you decide with conviction, the universe conspires to help you succeed. It was so with Edison, with Ford, with Carnegie. It will be so with you. You must understand this, not as a possibility, but as an inevitability. This is the irrefutable law of success. When you are decisive, you become a magnet for opportunities, because the world rewards those who know what they want. You must decide, and in doing so, you become a beacon of certainty in a sea of doubt. This is your destiny, and it starts with a decision. Now is the time to cast aside hesitation, to banish all doubt and embrace the power within you. There is no turning back, no retreat, only the forward march of progress. With every decision you make, you carve out your destiny, you forge the path to greatness. So decide, not just in thought, but in action, and watch as the doors of opportunity swing wide open. This is your moment, your time to shine, because you have decided to be unstoppable. Embrace it, live it, become it. You must realize that belief is not a mere fancy or fleeting whim. It is a force, a mighty engine that propels the soul toward its destiny. When you have faith in your inevitable success, doubt cannot take root, doubt cannot flourish, doubt cannot survive. You see, it is the faith of Thomas Edison that turned darkness into light. It is the faith of Henry Ford that transformed the face of industry. It is the faith of Andrew Carnegie that built an empire of steel. Do you think they were never beset by doubt? No, they were human, but they chose to believe in their visions. They chose to keep faith over fear because faith is a shield that repels the arrows of doubt. Ask yourself, do you truly believe? Do you believe in your heart, in your soul, with every fiber of your being that success is inevitable? Because if you don't, you cannot truly expect to achieve it. You must believe with an intensity that leaves no room for doubt, no space for hesitation, no time for retreat. You must believe as surely as the sun will rise, as certainly as the tides will turn, because belief is the bedrock upon which all success is built. Picture this: Abraham Lincoln, a man of humble beginnings, faced defeat after defeat, yet he held firm to his belief in his cause, his vision for a united nation. It was not talent alone, nor circumstance, but his unwavering faith that led him from a log cabin to the White House. Can you see now the power of belief? Can you feel the truth vibrating within you? Believe as Lincoln believed, and you too will rise from humble beginnings to great heights. You must nurture this belief every day, not once, not twice, but daily and with unwavering commitment. You must cultivate it as a gardener tends to his most precious plants, For belief, like any seed, requires care to grow. Reaffirm it when you wake. Reaffirm it as you toil. Reaffirm it when you lay your head to rest. You must say, I believe in my dreams. I believe in my goals. I believe in my power to achieve them. And as you do, you will find that doubt has no place within you, no foothold, no room to grow. Charles M. Schwab believed in the impossible. Where others saw insurmountable hurdles, he saw opportunities. It was this belief that allowed him to turn the Bethlehem Steel Corporation into one of the most profitable companies in the world. Do you understand now? Do you see that it is belief that transforms the invisible into the visible? Schwab's faith in his vision was unwavering, unyielding, unbreakable. You must command yourself to believe as he did. Reflect on your own life. Where has doubt crept in? Where has it sown seeds of uncertainty? Identify it, root it out, eliminate it without mercy, because it is your belief that will dictate your destiny. It is your faith that will carve your path. You must not entertain doubt, not for a moment, not ever. You must plant your feet firmly in the soil of faith and declare to the universe that you are on a path to greatness. Remember, you are armed with the most powerful weapon, faith. With faith, mountains are not obstacles, but merely challenges to be conquered. With faith, the impossible becomes merely the untried. With faith, you are unstoppable. You must grasp this truth with both hands, hold it close, and let it guide your every action. Because when you do, success is not just a possibility, it is a certainty. So I urge you, I implore you, I command you, believe. Believe with the conviction of Edison, with the persistence of Ford, with the vision of Carnegie, with the resilience of Lincoln, with the audacity of Schwab. Believe in the inevitability of your success, because if you do, nothing can stand in your way. This is the law of success. This is the truth of achievement, and it is within your grasp. Act on this belief, live it, breathe it, and watch as the world bends to your will. Your future is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice, and you have chosen to believe. Now go forth and let nothing stop you. And what of failure? What of the relentless specter that haunts the dreams of every man and woman who dares to dream boldly? You must embrace it, not fear it, because failure is not the end, but the beginning of wisdom. Edison did not succeed on his first attempt, nor his second, nor his thousandth. He toiled in the crucible of failure, forging the light that illuminates the world. You must do the same. You must persist through failure, through criticism, through every dark night of doubt, because the dawn will come. The dawn always comes. Consider Ford, who faced bankruptcy not once, but twice before sculpting the modern automobile industry from the clay of determination. Did doubt stop him? No, not doubt, not fear, not the naysayers who whispered that he was a fool. He knew that persistence is the antidote to doubt, that action in the face of fear is the clarion call of success. You must act, you must persist, you must drive forward with the unyielding certainty that you are destined to triumph. For you are and you will. Ask yourself, what do you really fear? Is it failure, or is it the judgment of those who never dared to try? You must cast aside the opinions of the crowd, for they are the chains that bind the great to mediocrity. Carnegie built an empire not by listening to the voices of doubt, but by listening to the inner voice of belief, the voice that whispered, you can, you must, you will. That voice is within you, waiting to be heard, demanding to be acted upon. And what of criticism? Oh, it will come unbidden and unwelcome, but it is the price one pays for daring to be different, for daring to reach for the stars. Lincoln faced the harshest criticism and the weight of a nation divided, yet he persisted, he persevered, he united a country torn asunder. You must do the same in your life, in your quest. You must persist, because persistence is power, and power is what shapes the world. Remember Charles Schwab, who turned the steel industry into a monolith of success, not because he feared failure, but because he embraced it as a teacher. Failure taught him to refine his methods, to strengthen his resolve, and to outlast his critics. You too must learn, refine, and strengthen. You will not always win, but if you persist, you will never truly lose. It is through persistence that the impossible becomes possible, that dreams become reality. You must ask yourself daily, how much do you want it? And the answer must echo through every fiber of your being. You must want it so fiercely that failure becomes a mere stepping stone on your path to success. You must want it so desperately that criticism falls silent against the thunderous roar of your determination. You must want it so earnestly that doubt is obliterated by the light of your unwavering faith. So what is stopping you? Nothing but your own doubts. And what if you eliminated all doubt? Then, my friend, you would become unstoppable. You have within you the power to persist beyond failure, beyond criticism, beyond doubt itself. You have the power to forge a path where none existed before, to light the way for others to follow. But first, you must believe. You must believe with a fervor so intense that it becomes reality. You must act, not tomorrow, not next week, but now, right now. Because the universe rewards the bold, the persistent, those who act with unwavering conviction. You have the power to transform your dreams into reality. Because you are determined, because you are relentless, because you are unstoppable. So go forth, embrace failure. Laugh in the face of criticism, and persist with the knowledge that your success is not just possible, it is inevitable. And so you must study the great achievers, not once, not twice, but daily, because in their stories lie the keys to overcoming doubt, to smashing through obstacles, to becoming unstoppable. You look at Edison, who failed over 1,000 times, and you see that doubt is merely a shadow cast by fear. You don't let it linger. You don't allow it to grow, because Edison showed us that every failure is a step forward, a step toward inevitable success. Consider Ford, who faced bankruptcy not once but twice, and yet he refused to yield. He didn't question his destiny. He didn't question his resolve. Why? Because he understood one simple truth. Doubt is nothing but an illusion. You must learn from him. Internalize his unwavering faith, because when you do, your success becomes as certain as the sunrise. Look to Carnegie, who started with nothing, who knew poverty and hardship as his constant companions, yet he transformed these adversities into stepping stones. He didn't let doubt dictate his actions. He didn't let fear paralyze his progress. Carnegie proved that persistence is your greatest ally, and with it you shall conquer any doubt that dares to stand in your path. Lincoln faced setbacks, faced ridicule, faced failure at every turn. But what did he do? He embraced each challenge with a tenacity that defied all odds. You must follow his example. You must embrace each obstacle as an opportunity, because Lincoln showed us that perseverance crushes doubt with a force as unstoppable as a river carving through stone. Schwab, who built an empire with nothing but his hands and his dreams, did he let doubt deter him? No, he didn't allow the whispers of failure to reach his ears. He understood that doubt is the enemy of progress, and so he silenced it with action, with unwavering belief. You must adopt this mindset, because action dispels doubt like the morning sun dispels the fog. Ask yourself, what do these giants have in common? They eliminated doubt not by chance, but by choice. They committed to their visions with an intensity that left no room for fear. You must choose this path, because the only thing standing between you and greatness is the doubt you allow to linger. You must question, you must challenge every doubt that arises, because unchecked it will poison your potential. You must confront it with the knowledge gleaned from those who have walked this path before you. You don't allow doubt to fester, because you now know that every doubt is a seed of opportunity. It is time to harvest these seeds, to turn them into the fruits of success. You see, success, it is not a mystery, it is a formula, it is a path laid out by those who have come before you. You must follow it with unwavering faith, with relentless determination, because when you do, doubt becomes powerless, a mere echo of a forgotten past. and you become unstoppable because you now understand that the only thing standing in your way is the illusion of doubt. So I say to you, learn from the greats, absorb their teachings, because in their stories lies the map to your own success. You must not allow doubt to bar your path. You eliminate it, you crush it, because when you do, you set yourself on a course so certain, so unwavering, that success is not just probable, it is guaranteed. Remember, doubt is merely a test of your resolve, a test of your commitment to greatness. You must pass this test, you must rise above, because as you do, you join the ranks of Edison, of Ford, of Carnegie, of Lincoln, of Schwab. You become one with the unstoppable because you have learned their secrets, absorbed their wisdom, and now you too are destined for greatness. You must understand the power of mental conditioning, for it is the foundation upon which all success is built. Not once, not twice, but daily you must feed your mind with the assumption that success is inevitable. Consider Edison, who did not fail 10,000 times, but discovered 10,000 ways that did not work. He did this because he assumed success was just around the corner, always just around the corner. Do you see how vital this is? When you look at Ford, you see a man who refused to accept the impossible. You see a man who trained his mind to believe that what others called failure was merely a stepping stone. He allowed no room for doubt, no room for hesitation. You don't doubt, you don't hesitate, you don't waver, because you know with every fiber of your being that success is your destiny. So train your mind, condition it to see only victory. Carnegie knew it. He knew that thoughts of doubt had no place in a mind conditioned for greatness. He built an empire because he believed it was his by right and by might. You too must believe absolutely that you are capable, that you are deserving, that you are destined. Visualize it, feel it, live it daily. Because when you eliminate all doubt, you become unstoppable. Unstoppable like the tide, unstoppable like the wind. And what of Lincoln, who faced defeat after defeat, but never did he let doubt consume him? He assumed success not because he had no failures, but because he trained his mind to rise above them. This is what you must do. You must condition your mind to see every obstacle as an opportunity, every setback as a setup for a comeback. You don't quit, you persist, you persevere because you are certain of your success. Schwab took the principles of steel and transformed them into principles of success. He knew that the mind, once conditioned to accept only success, could achieve the impossible. So ask yourself, what are you conditioning your mind to accept? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Or is it the certainty of success? You must choose, you must decide, and you must act upon that decision without hesitation. Because when confidence replaces doubt, when certainty replaces fear, you become a force to be reckoned with. You develop an aura, an energy that draws success to you like iron filings to a magnet. You no longer question whether you will succeed. You know it, you expect it, because you understand the laws that govern success. And so you must condition your mind daily, relentlessly, unceasingly. Remember that the greatest achievements of mankind have come from those who dared to think differently, from those who refused to let doubt dictate their actions. They understood, as you must understand, that mental conditioning is not an option, it is a necessity. So do it. Do it now. Do it with all the power of your mind and soul. Assume success, eliminate doubt, and watch as the universe aligns to bring your dreams to life. Because ultimately it is your belief, your unwavering belief, that shapes your reality. It is your mind, conditioned for success, that determines your fate. And once you embrace this truth, once you accept it with absolute certainty, you will find that nothing is impossible. You will rise, you will conquer, and you will achieve the greatness that is your birthright. So go forth, condition your mind, and become unstoppable. And now, my friend, the time has come to act. Act with certainty, act with conviction, act without delay, because it is action that transforms dreams into reality. Do you think Edison hesitated when he sought to harness the power of electricity? Do you think Ford wavered when the Model T was just a glint in his eye? No, they did not. They could not, for they understood a fundamental truth. Action dispels doubt. Action solidifies belief. Action is the bedrock of success. You must act, and act decisively, because hesitation is the enemy of progress. You don't wait. You don't procrastinate. You don't dally in the realm of indecision, because indecision breeds fear, and fear is the shackle that binds you to mediocrity. Lincoln did not hesitate when faced with the monumental task of uniting a fractured nation. Schwab did not hesitate to build an empire of steel. They acted, they pressed forward with unwavering resolve, because they knew that only through action could they cement their destiny. Understand this. When you take decisive action, you tell the universe you are ready, ready for success, ready for achievement, ready to claim your rightful place among the greats. You must act now, not tomorrow, not when you're ready, but now, because the power of now is unparalleled. Now is when you seize the day, when you grasp opportunity with both hands, when you declare to the world that you are a force unstoppable. So I say again, act decisively, act without hesitation, because your success depends upon it. You see, the moment you decide, the moment you commit to action, you align yourself with the forces of nature. You become like Carnegie, who saw the future in steel and moved mountains to make it a reality. You become like Edison, who failed thousands of times yet acted again and again until success was his. You become like Ford, who revolutionized industry not by dreaming alone, but by acting with boldness and certainty. So too must you act with the same fervor, with the same courage. Do you feel the doubt creeping in? Do you hear the whisper of hesitation in your mind? Banish it. Banish it with swift action. Banish it with unwavering resolve. Banish it with the certainty that you are destined for greatness, because every step you take, every decisive move you make, you build the unshakable foundation of belief in your own power. You don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the stars to align. You create your own destiny through relentless action. I tell you, the world does not wait for those who hesitate. The world rewards those who act with purpose, act with clarity, act with the confidence that your success is inevitable, because when you act, you set in motion a wave of energy that cannot be contained, that cannot be stopped. You become a force of nature, unstoppable in your pursuit, inexorable in your journey toward triumph. And so I say, take action now, because success belongs to those who dare to act decisively. And remember, my friend, that every action, no matter how small, is a step toward your ultimate goal. Like Lincoln, who in every speech, every decision planted seeds of unity and change. Like Schwab, who in every deal, every negotiation, laid the groundwork for a steel empire. Your actions today are the building blocks of your legacy. Act with intent, act with precision, act with the knowledge that you are shaping your future with every decision you make. So ask yourself, will you be the one who hesitates, who waits for the perfect moment that never arrives? Or will you be the one who seizes the moment, who acts with fearless determination, who transforms doubt into certainty through decisive action? The choice is clear. The path is set. You must act. And act now, because your success depends on it. You must act because you are meant for more. You must act because the world is waiting for you to rise and claim your greatness. Decisive action is not just a choice. It is a necessity. It is the heartbeat of success, the driving force that powers your dreams into existence. So I command you, act swiftly, act boldly, act with the absolute conviction that you are destined for greatness. Because when you act with purpose, with passion, with unyielding resolve, nothing can stop you. Nothing can hold you back. You become, in every sense of the word, unstoppable. Because let me tell you, doubt is the poison, the toxin, the silent killer of dreams. You must not entertain it. You must eliminate it with the same fervor, the same intensity as you would any threat to your life. Not once, not twice, but daily, hourly, every waking moment. You see, Edison did not allow doubt to creep into his mind as he embarked on the quest to harness the power of electricity. He failed thousands, yes, thousands of times, but he never doubted. And you must do the same. For when you banish doubt, you invite certainty. And certainty, my friends, is the bedrock of success. Fear, oh fear, the great paralyzer of ambition. You don't let it in, you don't let it hold you, you don't give it power. You don't, because fear is nothing but a shadow, a mirage, an illusion that seeks to bind you. And yet, look at Ford, look at the great Henry Ford, who faced ridicule and disbelief but did not fear. He knew, he believed, he acted. And so must you. You must, with every fiber of your being, eradicate fear. You must say, I will not fear. I will act. I will create. I will succeed. Because fear exists only when faith is absent. Fill yourself with faith and fear will flee. Weak thinking, the silent thief of potential, must be purged, banished, eradicated. Do you think Carnegie, the great steel magnate, entertained weak thoughts? Do you think he allowed his mind to wander into the depths of despair and helplessness? No, no, 1,000 times no. He knew the power of a strong mind, a focused mind, a determined mind. You must cultivate mental strength, like him, like Schwab, who saw opportunity where others saw obstacles. You must train your mind not once, but daily, as a warrior sharpens his sword, because a strong mind is your greatest asset, your most powerful ally. Ask yourself, do you accept weakness, or do you reject it with every ounce of your being? Do you allow negative thinking to inhabit your mind, or do you banish it with the ferocity of a lion defending its territory? The answer must be clear, unwavering, resolute, because your mind is the control tower of your destiny. It commands your actions, your results, your life. So feed it power, feed it strength, feed it vision. Lincoln did not allow the storms of doubt to sway him as he led a divided nation. He stood firm, resolute, unstoppable, and so must you. You must condition your mind for success, not merely hope for it. You must believe it with every breath, every heartbeat, every thought. You must act as if the outcome is already decided, because in your mind it is. You are destined for greatness, for triumph, for unparalleled success. Because you have taken the reins of your mind, you have commanded it, mastered it. And when you do, you will find that doubt and fear have no place, because they cannot exist in the light of certainty and faith. It is your time, it is your destiny, it is your truth. So I ask you, what will you allow? Will you allow doubt, fear, and weakness to dictate your life? Or will you rise up, cast them aside, and claim your rightful place among the giants of history? The choice is yours, the power is yours, the future is yours, because you are not like the rest. You are not bound by the chains of mediocrity. You are destined for success, for greatness, for glory. So act now, believe now, succeed now, because when you eliminate doubt, when you crush fear, when you forge a mind of steel, you become truly unstoppable. And now, my friend, you must grasp this truth, this undeniable truth, that to go the extra mile is not merely an option. No, it is a necessity, a requirement, a law that you must obey. Because when you deliver more than what is expected, when you exceed the bounds of ordinary effort, you set yourself apart. You elevate yourself above the multitude. You see, Henry Ford did not stop with building a car. No, he built an empire, a revolution in transportation. Because he understood that giving more, doing more, being more was not just a strategy but a way of life. Do you think Edison stopped after his first failure? Do you think he stopped after his 100th? No, my friend, he pressed on, he persevered, he walked the extra mile again and again until the light bulb was no longer a dream but a reality. And you must walk that path, the path less traveled. You must give more, not once, not twice, but daily, relentlessly, unceasingly. You must be willing to give your all and then some, because in doing so, you invoke the law of compensation, a universal truth as old as time itself. And so I ask you, are you willing to go beyond what is expected? Are you willing to give until it hurts and then give some more? Because if you are, if you truly are, the universe will align itself with you. The forces of nature will conspire to reward you, to compensate you, to elevate you to heights unknown. It is not a question of whether you will succeed, but when, because the law of compensation guarantees it. It is immutable, unbreakable, undeniable. Andrew Carnegie understood this. He knew that by investing in others, by giving more than he received, he was sowing the seeds of his own success. And you must do the same. In every interaction, every transaction, every endeavor, you must deliver more than what is expected. You must strive for excellence in every action, every thought, every word. Because when you do, when you truly give your all, doubt dissipates, fear fades, and confidence takes its place, you become unstoppable, a force of nature destined for greatness. Charles Schwab, a titan of industry, knew that going the extra mile was the key to unlocking the doors of success. He embraced this principle, this law, and it served him well, as it will serve you. Because when you give more, the universe takes notice. When you serve others, the world opens up to you, and opportunities abound. But you must begin. You must start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today is the day you decide, the day you commit to excellence, to going the extra mile. And let us not forget Abraham Lincoln, a man who rose from humble beginnings to lead a nation. He understood that perseverance, that persistence, that giving more was not just a path to success, but the only path. He walked the extra mile, not once, not twice, but throughout his life, and in doing so, he changed the course of history. And you, my friend, have that same power within you. You have the ability to change your destiny, to alter the course of your life by embracing this principle, by living it, by breathing it, by embodying it. So I urge you, I implore you to act now, to give now, to succeed now. Because when you go the extra mile, when you deliver more than what is expected, when you silence doubt and conquer fear, you become truly unstoppable. There is no force strong enough, no obstacle great enough, no challenge daunting enough to deter you from your path. Because you have the power, the strength, the conviction to achieve whatever you set your mind to. And that, my friend, is the ultimate truth. Embrace it, live it, and you will succeed beyond your wildest dreams. You see, to build a pleasing personality, you must first understand the immense power, the undeniable force that it holds. A pleasing personality is not merely an accessory, it is the very air that feeds the flame of success. It is the magnet that draws people to you, that dispels doubt and fear both in yourself and in others. How do you achieve this? Through practice, through conscious effort, through a relentless commitment to improvement. Not once, not twice, but daily. You must focus on refining your personality, on honing the very essence of who you are. Because without a doubt, a charismatic personality attracts opportunities as surely as the sun rises each day. Thomas Edison, a man whose inventions lit up the world, knew well the power of a pleasing personality. It was not just his genius that opened doors, it was his ability to connect, to inspire, to ignite the passion in those around him. You must do the same. You must cultivate a demeanor that is inviting, that is warm, that is magnetic, because when you do, you will find that opportunities do not just knock, they come rushing toward you. Henry Ford, with his unwavering vision, understood the necessity of influence. He commanded the loyalty of thousands because he knew how to lead, how to compel others with his presence alone. You must ask yourself, do you radiate confidence? Do you exude the certainty that success is your destiny? If not, why not? Why allow doubt to creep into your mind to tarnish the bright future that is yours to claim? You don't want to let hesitation cloud your potential. You don't want to let the whispers of self-doubt impede your progress. Because when you eliminate all doubt, you become unstoppable. You become a force of nature, a beacon of possibility. You become just like Andrew Carnegie, who through sheer determination and an indomitable spirit built an empire that spanned continents. A pleasing personality, my friend, is not a mere suggestion. It is a requirement. It is the gateway to influence, to power, to success. You must approach each interaction with sincerity, with genuine interest in others. You must listen more than you speak, because listening shows respect, it builds trust, it establishes a bond, and when you listen, you learn, you grow, you evolve. Remember Charles Schwab, who said that a smile is more powerful than a reprimand. It is that smile, that attention to others, that creates alliances, that forges unbreakable connections. So, what stops you? What holds you back from embracing the full potential of your personality? Is it fear of rejection, fear of failure? Cast these fears aside, because they are nothing but illusions. They are phantoms that vanish in the light of your determined will. You don't want to live in the shadows of what might have been. You want to step boldly into the light of what will be. Like Abraham Lincoln, who faced countless setbacks yet never wavered in his vision. He led with integrity, with purpose, with an unshakable belief in himself and in those he inspired. You must cultivate an aura of positivity. You must project an image of success, of certainty, of enthusiasm. When you walk into a room, let your presence be felt. Let your energy uplift and motivate. You must be the person others look to for strength, for guidance, for inspiration. Because when you have a pleasing personality, when you have the ability to influence, you hold in your hands the keys to the kingdom of success. You must seize them, you must use them, you must command your destiny with unwavering conviction. Ask yourself, are you ready to step into your greatness? Are you ready to transform your life by transforming your personality? Because it is in your hands, it is within your power. The road is clear, the path is laid out before you. All that is required is the courage to walk it. So do not hesitate, do not falter. Move forward with confidence, with clarity, with the absolute certainty that success is yours for the taking. Embrace it, live it, become it, because you, my friend, are destined for greatness. And that is the undeniable truth. Because when you surround yourself with those who lift you higher, those who believe in your vision, then and only then do you tap into the limitless power of the mastermind principle. You don't just hear it once, you don't just hear it twice, but you hear it daily, engrave it into your very essence. Edison did not create the incandescent light alone, no. He had trusted minds, a network of brilliance that helped illuminate the world. Ford didn't conceive the automobile revolution in isolation. It was the collective genius, the shared vision that propelled him. Carnegie constructed an empire not by himself, but through the strength of his associations. You absolutely must harness this power. Because doubt cannot survive in the presence of unwavering belief, and that belief is fortified by those who share your journey. You question, can I do it alone? The answer is emphatic. No, not because you lack the capability, but because the synergy of multiple minds magnifies your potential. You see, Lincoln faced the upheaval of a nation divided, yet his resolve was bolstered, his vision expanded by those who shared his dream of unity. You don't succeed by chance. You succeed by choice, the choice to align with those who elevate your purpose. So I say to you, choose wisely, choose powerfully, and eliminate all doubt. You must align with those who refuse to accept failure as an option. Surround yourself with minds that challenge, inspire, and transform. Consider Schwab, who didn't just lead steelworks into prosperity. He cultivated a team, a force, driven by a shared belief in innovation and progress. Do you think he did it alone? Never. It was the combined effort, the mastermind at work, that ensured triumph. So what about you? Who do you have in your corner? You must seek out those who see not just where you are, but where you can be. Those who nurture your dreams as their own, because when belief is shared, it becomes reality. There is no room for doubt, none whatsoever, when you are surrounded by a mastermind. This is not a suggestion, this is a commandment of success. You don't question it, you act upon it. Because when the power of the mastermind is harnessed, there is no obstacle too great, no challenge too daunting. Believe like Ford, think like Edison, build like Carnegie, lead like Lincoln. This is your call to action. a call to seek out those who will not let you falter, who will not let you regress, because you, my friend, are meant to rise. So ask yourself, who are you surrounding yourself with? Who are the voices in your ear, the influences in your life? Are they pushing you forward or holding you back? You must surround yourself with those who believe in the impossible, who turn dreams into reality, who make the improbable certain. You must, because this is the essence of the mastermind principle. It is not a solitary path to success. It is a journey shared with giants, with visionaries, with those who dare to dream as boldly as you do. So act now. Build your network, construct your mastermind, and watch as doubt dissolves, leaving only the path to greatness. And this, my friend, is where your journey truly begins. Not once have you seen a great achievement born out of isolation. It is through collaboration, through the unity of purpose, that you will find your greatest successes. Do not walk alone when you can march forward with a legion of believers, a coalition of the committed, because this is your destiny. So eliminate all doubt, band together with those who see your vision, and together you will become unstoppable. This is the truth, the absolute certainty, and you are ready to embrace it. You see, when doubt is eliminated, when it vanishes completely, what remains is certainty, pure and powerful certainty, the kind that fuels the engines of creation and innovation. It is the certainty that drove Edison to try not once, not twice, but 10,000 times before the light bulb illuminated the world. It is this same certainty that propelled Ford to revolutionize the automobile industry, transforming a dream into a reality that changed the very fabric of civilization. You must understand this deeply, because without this certainty, action falters, progress stalls, and dreams remain dormant. So I ask you, what are you waiting for? You, who holds the power of infinite possibility in your hands, why would you allow doubt to linger even for a second? You don't need permission, you don't need validation from anyone but yourself. Look at Carnegie, who built an empire of steel because his certainty was unwavering. He did not wait for the stars to align. He aligned them himself through sheer will and absolute belief. This is what you must do. You must seize the reins of your destiny with complete confidence, because when you do, the universe conspires to assist you. Think of Lincoln, who faced insurmountable odds, who saw his country divided and torn, yet his certainty in the unity and freedom of all men drove him forward. His actions were swift, his resolve unshakable. You must channel this same certainty into your own life, because when you eliminate doubt, you free yourself to act with precision and purpose. You see, it is not enough to merely wish for success. You must demand it from the universe with every fiber of your being. You must command it into existence through your unwavering certainty and immediate action. There is no room for hesitation, no room for second guessing, because every moment spent in doubt is a moment lost in potential. You must act decisively like Schwab, who, under the tutelage of Carnegie, became a titan of industry by acting with confidence and certainty in every endeavor. You must adopt this mindset, this relentless pursuit of action, and you must do it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now, because the world waits for no one. The opportunity is present in every moment, and it is yours for the taking. You must understand that doubt is the enemy of progress, the thief of dreams, the destroyer of destinies. So eliminate it completely. Replace it with certainty, with an unyielding belief in your ability to achieve anything you set your mind to. This, my friend, is the secret to becoming unstoppable. This is the truth that has been tested and proven by the greatest minds in history. You are no different, and you must never forget that. So with the certainty of Edison, the conviction of Ford, and the determination of Carnegie, you must march forward with unwavering belief in your success, because the path is clear, the way is illuminated, and nothing can stand in your way. Remember this, when you eliminate all doubt, you open the floodgates of potential and become a force of nature, a force that is truly unstoppable. Now rise, act, and conquer, for your destiny awaits, and it is magnificent.